Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Celine Dion. For decades, that name has been synonymous with a voice that can move mountains. From sold-out arenas to the most iconic movie soundtrack of all time, her professional triumphs are legendary, but her story is so much more than just a list of #1 hits. It's a powerful narrative of survival, a testament to the sheer force of human will against unimaginable odds. As we look at her journey, we see not just a superstar, but a symbol of profound personal resilience. This is the story of Celine Dion, the good, the bad, and the truly ugly moments that have defined her life and career. Let's start with the good, and oh, is it good? They call her the queen of power ballads for a reason. Her voice is a technical marvel, soaring across octaves with an emotional intensity that few can match. Songs like My Heart Will Go On, The Power of Love, and Because You Loved Me aren't just songs. They are cultural touchstones, the soundtrack to millions of lives. And the numbers don't lie, with over 200 million records sold worldwide, she is one of the best-selling artists in history. Her 1995 French-language album Do remains the best-selling French album ever. Think about that for a second, an artist who achieved unparalleled success in 2 different languages, dominating charts across the globe. But her impact goes beyond record sales. Celine Dion fundamentally changed the entertainment landscape. Before her, Las Vegas residencies were often seen as a gentle step down for artists in the twilight of their careers. Celine blew that idea out of the water. Her groundbreaking residency, A New Day, was a monumental success, running for years and grossing hundreds of millions of dollars. She didn't just perform in Vegas. She transformed it into the premier destination for A-list artists. Every major star who has since signed a multi-year Vegas deal, from Britney Spears to Lady Gaga, is following the path she paved. She made Vegas cool again, and beyond the stage lights, her legacy is also one of profound generosity. As a companion of the Order of Canada, the nation's highest civilian honor, she has been recognized for her extensive humanitarian work. For decades, she has been a tireless advocate for Cystic Fibrosis Canada, a cause deeply personal to her after losing her niece to the disease. She also established her own foundation to support various causes. Her heart has always been as big as her voice, but with towering success often comes immense pressure and personal struggle. This brings us to the bad, the health battles and career halts that have tested her at every turn. Many people forget that her voice, her most precious instrument, was almost silenced early in her career. Back in 1989, she suffered a severe vocal injury during a tour. Doctors ordered her to observe weeks of absolute silence. No talking, no singing, nothing. For a performer whose entire identity was tied to her voice, this must have been terrifying. It required specialized retraining and a complete overhaul of her technique to save her career. It was the first, but certainly not the last time she would have to fight for her ability to sing. Of course, the most significant health battle has been her recent one. In 2022, the world was shocked when Celine announced she had been diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, or SPS. This is an incredibly rare progressive neurological disorder that causes severe muscle spasms and rigidity. It's a cruel diagnosis for anyone, but for a world-class performer known for her stage presence and vocal control, it was devastating. The condition ultimately forced her to cancel her highly anticipated Courage World Tour, effectively bringing her performing career to a grinding halt. It was a heart-wrenching moment for her and her millions of fans, and throughout it all, she's had to endure relentless public scrutiny. While adored by millions, critics often dismissed her music as sentimental or over the top. She has been a polarizing figure, constantly analyzed for her fashion, her emotions, and her public persona. To navigate a high-stakes career while constantly under a microscope is a challenge few of us can comprehend. Now we must turn to the ugly. These are the moments of profound hardship and trauma that would have broken most people. The lowest point was undoubtedly the loss of her husband and longtime manager. In January 2016, discovered her when she was just a 12-year-old girl with a powerful voice. He mortgaged his house to fund her first album. He was the architect of her career, her staunchest supporter, and the love of her life. Losing him to throat cancer was a catastrophic blow. She has said that losing him felt like losing half of herself. To grieve such a monumental loss while still being one of the most famous people on the planet is a burden almost too heavy to imagine. The true horror of her medical journey was laid bare for the world to see in her 2024 documentary, I Am, Celine Dion. In one of the most vulnerable and raw moments ever captured on film, cameras documented her suffering a violent full-body spasm. The footage is harrowing. It's a brutal, unfiltered look at the reality of stiff person syndrome. Her body contorts, her muscles lock, and she's in agony, unable to control her own limbs. This wasn't for dramatic effect. It was a conscious decision to show the world the terrifying reality of her condition, to raise awareness for a disease that so few understand. What makes this even more tragic is the struggle that came before the diagnosis. For years, she was dealing with debilitating, undiagnosed pain and spasms. Desperate to get on stage and not disappoint her fans, she admitted to taking alarming doses of Valium to relax her muscles. At one point, she was taking up to 90 milligrams a day, a potentially fatal amount. She was essentially poisoning herself just to be able to perform. This wasn't about addiction. It was about an artist's desperate, dangerous commitment to her craft in the face of an unknown medical enemy. And her life of hardship didn't begin with fame. It was there from the very start. Celine was born the youngest of 14 children into a family with very little money. She has spoken about growing up in poverty, where food was sometimes scarce. As a teenager, she was mercilessly bullied for her appearance, particularly her teeth. Kids cruelly nicknamed her Canine Dion. To go from that level of childhood hardship to becoming a global icon of beauty and talent is a journey of incredible strength. She overcame poverty and bullying to share her gift with the world. So where does that leave her today? As we look towards 2026, Celine Dion is in a new phase of her life. She is not defined by her illness, but by her fight against it. She undergoes intensive daily therapy to manage her condition, and in a moment that brought the world to its feet, she delivered a triumphant and acclaimed performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics. It was a powerful statement. She is still here. Her voice may be different, her body may be fighting her, but her spirit is unbreakable. She remains fiercely dedicated to raising awareness for SPS and has expressed a deep, unwavering determination to one day return to the stage. Her story is no longer just about the Queen of Power Ballads. It's about a warrior who has faced down public scrutiny, catastrophic loss, and a debilitating disease, and continues to fight. She is a living example of courage, vulnerability, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Her legacy isn't just in the records she sold, but in the resilience she embodies, and for that she will forever be an inspiration. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.